Well, this is Monday, week 3 of the Pantry Challenge, and for the next 2 or 3 days, I'm going to have deer. It's like round and sirloin, and but it's deer. It's off the rump of the deer. I put a bunch of dehydrated greens in here, and when this gets good and tender, I'm going to add some carrots and some potatoes, and this is going to be my next at least 2 days of meals. I also I made that scrapple, and I've been frying that up in the morning and then throwing an egg on top of it, and I've got enough of that to last me about 6 months. Anyway, this is Monday. I'll let you know when I make something else. Oh, and by the way, I also went out in the woods today, took the dog, and we just, tromps through the woods looking for mushrooms and stuff, and I found some jelly fungus. Okay, it sounds gross, but it's not. It's good stuff. Right there it is. And it's got really good nutrition. Mushrooms are good for you. Fungus and stuff. So anyway, I put them in there too. Usually I put chanterelles in my stews, but I'm getting kind of low on those, so it was kind of cool that I found those jelly fungus. Anyway, now I'll let you go. Well, I added some carrots and some potatoes, and of course there's my jelly fungus, and it's awesome, wonderful. This is the final product. So I'll have at least a couple of days of this, and then we'll see what else I come up with. Okay, let's try this again. I basically suck at this cooking documentary kind of stuff because I just get started doing stuff and forget I'm supposed to keep track of it. So anyway, so this is what I'm doing tonight for tomorrow and probably the next day. I sauteed some onions in some bacon grease. I added some dehydrated button mushrooms. They're actually meadow mushrooms. They're really good. I put one Tabasco pepper in here. I smoked some pork belly. I put a piece of that in there. I've got some barley and pinto beans. And then I'll show you what else I put in there. I put in a little bit of fennel that I grew. Here's the jar with I call them button mushrooms, but they're meadow mushrooms. They're just like the ones you buy at the store, only they've got a pink gill instead of a brown. It'll turn brown, but it starts out pink. Coriander seeds that I've added nutmeg and allspice to. Put some of that in there. A bunch of cumin. Some of my garlic chunks. It got solid and I had to chunk it up. Put some holy basil in there. And I'm getting ready to put, in addition to everything else, these are fermented Jerusalem artichokes. This is kind of a new one for me, so I tasted them. They taste pretty good, but I'm just not sure how they're going to work with the beans, so we'll see. But I had a Jerusalem artichoke that was grown where it wasn't supposed to, and so I put it in my pantry. Anyway, so this is going to be a smoky pork beef soup sort of thing tomorrow. I'll show you what it looks like tomorrow. This is Wednesday night, and I've still got, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, here's how my bean soup or stew turned out. You can see the different things, different parts and pieces. This is the Jerusalem artichoke fermented, and I added some carrots, and I told you earlier about the other stuff I added in there, mushrooms and beans and barley is what I put in here also. I don't know, I may have said lentils at some point, but that's barley. Anyway, having a grain with a bean completes the protein chain so that you're getting your total protein that way, if you want to go by that. But I like meat, so I added the smoked pork belly to it. Anyway, I've already tasted it. It's really, really good. I added also some green powder that I make to kind of give it some of that color profile. You know, they say you should have a rainbow of colors in your food, and I do try to do that. Well, we'll see what we make tomorrow. Well, this probably will do today and tomorrow. I'll start probably something tomorrow night for the next day. I typically eat a lot of crock pot meals. Okay, here we are Friday, almost the end of the week. I went ahead and made some cornbread. It's made with cornmeal and sprouted wheat flour. I bought a bag of wheat to add to my animal feed, and I sifted out some of it and froze it and sprouted it and ground it. Anyway, so it's got sprouted wheat, cornmeal, and that's why it's not real yellow. It was yellow corn flour, but anyway, or cornmeal. But anyway, it got cornbread, and this is the beans. It was bean soup, now it's just really thick beans. This is the second day. Whatever's left over today will go to the dog and the cat. They love this kind of stuff. Anyway, this is Friday's meal. I usually only eat once a day. I eat as much as I want until I'm full, and then I'm done. And it works well for me. So I'll talk to you tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow you'll have to check out the video, because I'm roasting a duck that I processed. My daughter helped me process, and I'm roasting it. So you'll have to check that out. Talk to you later. Don't know if you think this looks good or not, but I do. I'm gonna pick off at least the legs and the wings and see what they're like. Okay, here we go. You cut this fishing line off of here. Well, there's the pie. My daughter came by a while ago, and she's already cooked her two ducks. She said that baking them, she said baking them, they were tougher than when she fried them. But I suspect, and I told her, I don't think she baked them slow enough. That's not tough at all. That is awesome, awesome, awesome. Look how kind of dark. The breast, I think, is supposed to be dark like that too. We'll slice a piece out of it and see what it looks like. There it is. Now this is Muscovy. It's not a regular, it's not even the same family as regular ducks. All the domestic ducks originated from the mallard branch. And then there's geese that have their own branch of waterfowl. And then there's Muscovy. Muscovy have their own branch of the waterfowl tree. So let's see. Oh my gosh. Look at this. This is breast meat. Muscovy. Look at that. It's brown. Let me see what it tastes like. You know, maybe it's the spices that I use, but it tastes like a some kind of a fowl, like a bird fowl or a waterfowl or something. But it doesn't taste like chicken, and it doesn't taste like duck, and it's really tender. Of course, I baked it at about 325 to 350 for about 6 hours. So it's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Muscovy ducks. They're wonderful. Talk to you later. The thing about cooking out of your pantry is that you start using up stuff out of your pantry. And it's always a good idea to put stuff back. I had that duck that I roasted. I put the meat up. This is the backbone. And then there's a bunch of duck meat in there and onions. I went ahead and got a chicken back out of the freezer from one of my roosters that I processed a few weeks ago. And then I got some deer bones that I'd saved back out of the freezer. And I'm going to make some meat stock. Can it up for soups and meals and stuff. This is just part of eating out of the pantry is putting back. This is Sunday, so I'll be this is the tail end of and or beginning of week 4. Talk to you later.